one thing that the Shill media does that just pisses me off. And it's when they do articles like this. Now, I haven't played the Guardians of the Galaxy game. This is not about the Guardians of the Galaxy game. This is about the theme, the things that they do like this. You look at the title of this article. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Make it bigger. Guardians of the Galaxy, every character's mega abilities explained. Now, I'm going to assume mega ability has to do with some sort of super limit break ability, to use a Final Fantasy term. So your limit break ability, you built up your stamina, your hit points, and you unleash it, and you're going to do massive damage to your boss, to your enemies, or whatever, depending on the situation. Use it strategically to win a battle. Guardians of the Galaxy, every character's mega ability is explained. I hate this kind of crap on these Shill websites. Real gamers, when they're playing something for the first time, and gamers in the audience, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on the replay, comment. Tell me I am not out on a limb here when I say this. I don't think I am. I know enough real gamers in my life. I've played with enough real gamers throughout my decades of playing video games. Long before we had things like Nintendo Power. Yes, that was a thing. Nintendo had a monthly magazine called Nintendo Power that gave us tips and tricks. Long before Nintendo Power, even during Nintendo Power, all that stuff. The gamer who likes to play something, likes to try and beat the game on their own, find as much as they can on their first outing. Yes, there is such a thing as websites now and all that stuff where they have it all there for you to go check it out and look at it and see what and give walkthroughs. And that's a thing now. Walkthroughs are a thing. And I'd be lying if I said I haven't used walkthroughs, but I use them in only one of two situations. One, if I've already beaten the game and I know I missed stuff and I'm going to go back through it again because I did the best I could on my own. I'm going to go back through it and I'm going to look for, and I need help finding the little extra things because sometimes I do get a little trophy obsessed when I'm playing this game, especially when I'm like maybe 80%, 90% done, and that platinum trophy on my PS4 trophy list or on the PlayStation Network, because soon I'll have a PS5, but that platinum trophy is just, it's winking at me saying, oh, you're so close. You are so close to getting me. But I need a little more help getting there. So that's when I'll go to a walkthrough. If I have beaten the game and I'm playing it again and I want to get that last bit of trophy, and one of the trophies, how to get it, I have done all I can. I have figured out as much as I can on my own, and it's usually that one little twist, that one little thing I missed, that one corner, that one NPC I didn't talk to, where it's like, okay, there it is, and now it opens it up for me, and now I can go about my merry way and complete my trophy and maybe get one step closer to my platinum. That's when I'll use a walkthrough. Recently, perfect example, I've been playing Trails of Cold Steel. I'm up to 3. I beat 2 the other day. I'm up to 3. I don't have 4 yet. That's on my Christmas list this year. I want it to drop another $5 or $10. I want to get it. It's already dropped $20. I want it to drop just a little bit more, but in a week and a half, we're gonna get that opportunity. I've been playing it. There are a couple small things that towards the end of the game, I'm in the last moments, and Trails of Cold Steel is one of those things where they got a lot of hidden quests or a lot of hidden things. And in one case, let's say if you haven't played it, there's things called Master Quartz, where it's basically the core of your magic and magic abilities in the game. And the last one, number 2, I had 30 of 31 Master Quartz obtained. I needed that one more to get that silver trophy. Needed that one more. And I'm looking at him thinking, I am just about to start the end game content. I have scoured the map. I have talked to every single person I can find. I have completed every sort of side, this and that I can do. And I have not found this last Master Quartz. And I'm looking at one dude. One freaking dude who on my ship, who I knew. I have not completed a list he asked me to. The monster encounter list. As I was saying, I mean, so that one Master Quartz was left. And I'm looking at the dude with the monster list, and I'm thinking he's got to be the guy. He has got to be the guy. And I have been to every single spot on the map, or so I had thought. or so I had thought. So what I did was, and I call this not quite breaking one of our rules saying, but I went to a master monster list because I had to think, okay, I've got my list. I'm going to check to see in each zone that I've been to who I have not encountered. And lo and behold, at this point in the game, I hadn't gone down one particular road on the map, on the world map. I just hadn't gone into a road. And there was the last mob that I needed. One guy, one mob. And then I went back and there was a master quartz and I got my list. So that's a kind of situation. I'm not looking for that was more of a confirmation than looking for an answer. I had the answer. I just needed the confirmation. And then I need a little help because I would have spent another probably 3 hours tramping over the entire game monster map that it was still available to me, trying to kill things, and then going back and checking him. So it's like, I'm going to save myself 3 hours and I'm going to check a list. So that is the kind of thing you do if you're a gamer. But real gamers are not going to these fucking websites and asking, I need the ability explained to me. I need to know how this works. I mean, it's not the thing. Let's look at their video game section as a whole. You're going to see the other topic that I'm going to talk about another day on this. I'm going to zoom back out. The other topic that I want to talk about eventually will be this stuff here. You'll see this. One of these things here. Where is it? This thing changes. The whole boomerang. How to build Dungeons and Dragons with powerful world. I'm going to talk about that on another day. I'm hoping to get maybe another tabletop gaming guest for that one because that's what's going to be like a whole deep dive into the shit. They have these articles telling you how to build your character. That is not, gamers aren't to be told how to build their perfect character because that's not gaming. When tabletop comes, that you're not doing on tabletop. You're not tweaking the numbers. But you look at these things. You get stuff like every total Warhammer 3 faction, every total war, Warhammer 3 faction explained. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask might be darker than you thought. How to build, that's another one of those, that's another fires. I mean, you got all these Metal Gear Solid games temporarily listed. Okay, that's not it. I'm going overboard. You get what I'm saying, though. There are these articles appear, and CBR is like the chief offender of this. CBR is the chief offender of this kind of stuff. When they tell you, here's how it works in this game. Here are the skills work in that game. Oh, here's how you do this. Oh, here's essential tips for speed running Metroid Dread. What a real gamer who wants to compete, a competitive gamer who wants to try and do it, is not going to look for tips on a shill website. That's what the fake gamers do to make themselves look all fancy on Twitch. I assume. I don't watch Twitch. Even people I like. And here's the article I started this on. I mean, you see, it just keeps going. You see the Dungeons and Dragons of how to do this. Everything to know about the 6 core stats. I mean, seriously, what real gamer is going to this to look for this stuff? You see how to defeat, spoiler, and really save the universe and Guardians of the Galaxy. There it is. How to do it. These articles are ridiculous. Again, another Guardians of the Galaxy, more D&D stuff. I mean, it's so another Guardians of the Galaxy one. You see what I'm talking about here? If you are playing these games and you're generally playing them for fun and enjoyment and playing them for the challenge, again, right here, I'm playing Trails of Cold Steel 3. I'm on Trails of Cold Steel 3 right now. This time, the previous 2 games, even though I had the option, I didn't choose Nightmare because Nightmare setting specifically says in Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, it's designed for New Game Plus, not designed for fresh off the boat. So I had to stick with hard. But this one, right off the bat, Nightmare. Doesn't say anything about New Game Plus. So I'm playing Nightmare mode. And I got my ass kicked a bit on the first boss. I had to reload a save, add 1 level to everybody in the first dungeon, and then go back and kick its ass and play it a little bit more, put a little more thought into how to beat it. And I did. I beat it. Second time out. Not a chance to say it. End of Trails of Cold Steel 1, not the final boss, the final main game boss. Half my group was under leveled by 20 levels because I didn't know it was going to make me use my entire roster of characters available. So I had to do a little monkeying. After I died like 3 or 4 times trying to find a right way to do it, because the first phase of the boss, I used my weaker party, and I could put my main character, Reen, and one member from my buff party in there. But everybody else were 20 levels weaker than all my grinding had achieved. So I got my ass kicked until I really thought about it like a second. Okay, I'm not going to go back and grind because I've already gone through another particular fight at this point, and I really don't want to redo it. So let's rejigger. I said rejigger, you SJW pieces of shit. I had to go into and I had to change the spells and abilities and stuff like that, and choose the right extra person to put in there to get through that first fight, and then make sure that basically I cheesed. I maxed out everybody's super S break. That's their limit break in this game. I maxed everybody out ready to go, and I just freaking unloaded within the first 3 turns and repelled the attacks when I had to. And I got through the first phase. And in the second phase, bam, here came my A team, and they were all buff and ready, and I used my usual tactics, and I battled my way to victory. But that's what a real gamer does. You take the loss, you think about it, you go back in. That's what we do when we play MMOs. When we're grinding end game content, dungeons for the first time, when we're doing a raid for the first time. And when you go in there, when it's a launch and if you're ready to go in there with your team, you're going to die a lot on the bosses. That first night, you're going to die 20, maybe 10, 20 times on the first boss as you try to figure out its abilities. But that's the challenge. Real gamers want the challenge. There's always somebody better. As good as I am at games, and I'm going to toot my home. I'm a damn good gamer. I'm very good. I am good. Both a console and MMOs, I'm damn good. But there's always somebody better than me. There's always that's going to be somebody better than me out there who I can learn from and who I can go to for answers. So I'm not, my pride does not eliminate me from respecting somebody better than me and then looking for somebody who figured it out, who is a better researcher to find every little nook and cranny in a game than I am. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't do Facebook. I will never do Twitter. If you want to reach out to me, just email me. It's purely for this channel. I will not miss your communication. Check me out at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS. Join me in conversations there, among many others. And I'm now on Odyssey @The Renaissance Nerd. Follow me there as well. Help us keep fighting to return escapism to entertainment. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.